Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Olivia, go sit in timeout. Then go eat. Don't get up again.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They get 14 down, and leads him to the third down. That was pretty surprising when they looked to run it on second and long.
Come here, Zeus.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And some space here. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 63 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Eckler. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on second down. Now Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mon now off of play action. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now room for Eckler.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
in for a Miami touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow flushed out right. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in rhythm.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Mon. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That's complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run with Sanders. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And that is incomplete here.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Austin's got it left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Dolphins head on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And they can't bring him down. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
On first down, here's Mon.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devin Duvernay,
29 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here this first half. By McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the...
Now Burrow loses the football.
But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos are able to recover. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again.
And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown, the offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
155 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best from the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On the give, this is Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his arm.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get one score closer. Santos now to add the PAT. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, 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 check.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Shoot, shoot.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here is Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down, Kowalski. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sykes. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Squeeze, double.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here.
There he goes, left side. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sykes. Oh, what a move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down now, Sykes. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sykes. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.